Hello there, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Challenger League APAC. It's LVG versus Eruption in the server here, and we're starting things off on Ancient. It's exciting times, there's a lot on the line. This is a battle for playoffs for the likes of Eruption, and one for seeding for the three-time back-to-back champions. Now it's Eruption to burst out, or erupt I should say, in towards middle early doors, and Zaka and G find one apiece. Amelia chimes on in with a Julies, and it's looking good for LVG, but Shinobi! Oh my goodness! Pulling off a JKS there as Coolast is actually going to find the round for Eruption. That is madness from the last two remaining players.
Wow, that was big. We first of all had Shinobi with an amazing 2K, just landing headshot after headshot, and then just finishing it off as it is nothing. An Eruption with that. They conquer here in that pistol. And Lynn Vision left empty-handed, nothing that they can really buy. Only Zaka here with a Deagle bot up as he did get 2 kills. But other than that, man, after such a good start and such a power play into middle, it's all crumbled.
I still can't quite believe my eyes there. Again, I saw JKS do it yesterday, and that wasn't enough, but this time for Eruption, it certainly was in the pistol, and they just burst their way out onto the A-bomb site as well. There's no one to contest them. The bomb's going to go down, and okay, Zaka, that was saucy. Yeah, we get 1D into oblivion, but with only that single rifle, yes, they can try and do some damage, but an actual retake here, I consider it highly unlikely. Well, that certainly woke me up to start what feels like a morning. It is the afternoon. Esports does mess with your body clock slightly.
For sure. Now let's see if they can actually hold on to the weapons. We do have a cheeky Shinobi who is lurking about alongside Fury. I think all of them are sort of having an idea of where they are at, but then again, it is quite risky to try and peek after time, to try and steal something away. And instead, Eruption with that, they keep a hold of that AK and the Galil, so far so good. But of course now, on the side of Lynn Vision, they have a free rifle too. So with that, they can at least have a little bit of extra cash left in the bank here on G. But now it is time for them to fight. Can they pull back here on CT?
Well, that's the question. They've got the weaponry for it. They've got a decent spattering of util, but they've also got Eruption looking to go fast towards B. Molly's rain on over as they're about to jostle for what appears to be cave control. But they do pump the brakes a little bit, courtesy of that CT Molly. Now, I like this util. Great flash there for Starry, but unfortunately, Westmel and the IGL isn't able to capitalise off the back of it. It's a well put together plan, just not quite enough time bought by that single flash for Westmel to commit to the spray down, instead taking a little bit more damage themselves in return. But still a slow round here from Eruption. Looks like they were going to just try and scurry their way onto B. But no, the util's been really good from their opposition.
Slowly starting to make some waves here into middle, but we do have Starry, who's holding things. Might get a little bit eager. There's now a flash for him too. But Eruption are still being patient. They have a little bit of extra time to work with. Actually, the Molly tagging up Zaka reveals his position. But at the same time, there's backup coming in from top middle. And Lynn Vision, they're definitely having a good hold here on that CT site. Once those weapons are in their hands, taking up Yami now too. A bit of a warning shot, but they are all stuck over on this catwalk.
Yeah, Starry's got the perfect timing, does find the bomb carrier, and that's going to complicate things here for Eruption. Only 20 seconds left, and Coolast does bag the bomb, but so many more frags bagged by the likes of Lynn Vision. Yami, though, catches Westmelon, advancing ahead of a smoke, but their own smoke has missed the mark, and Coolast, a marksman, apparently does deal with one before he eventually goes down. The bomb isn't planted. And that's not the best of rounds there for Eruption. Their economy in a bit of a rocky position as Lynn Vision, they dig their way straight back into the opening half.
No, and as you were just mentioning, there was a gap in that smoke, and therefore Eruption having a false sense of security that you can cross upon the site, whereas the CTs have such a large advantage. Already, of course, the numbers were in their favour, but these little mistakes are certainly not helping out your T side, and with that, it's going to be quite a rough buy. We do have a force coming on through for Eruption with 3 rifles, but Fury and Dobu are up on pistols. And definitely also missing a large chunk of utility here for this round. So if you want to make a push, ideally you want to maybe see if you can go together. Instead, they are splitting up, hoping maybe to make a wave towards A. Maybe try and create a bit of commotion before then grouping up on that A side.
Yeah, they want to keep Lynn Vision distracted and busy the wrong side of the map as Dobu forces his way out towards A halls. He's not going to fully extend though. Would have gone down to Staria if he had, but Zaka ensures that Kulas goes down. One of the heroes of the early game as Yami now tries to trade, but Zaka's standing tall. Keeps the FAMAS in tow. And the man advantage firmly in the hands of the CT side. It's not looking amazing for Eruption right now. Only Shinobi with any util left, but they do stack up towards the weaker bomb site. Maybe they can make the magic happen on A.
Still have a lurker over towards the B side as well. So maybe if this timing hits right, he's trying to maybe see if he can catch something right around that 30-second mark. Maybe try and sell. That's got to be the opposite bomb side, but I guess with all this util, the CT side is going to be under a lot of pressure, but there's good trades happening here for Lynn Vision. With that, 2 players advantage, only 20 seconds, and Amelia catches the ladder player here as well. Only Yami now left, stuck in middle. Not found just yet, but then again, only on 20 HP. The bomb is so far away, and at this point, all you can hope for is that you can save your rifle.
Yeah, they were already praying for the save there. The reason they don't swing is because of their low HP, and the fact that there was a great number of footsteps pressing down towards their position. With that saved over rifle, there is at least something coming into this round, but the main problem is Yami has $0. This might actually beckon in a full force buy around it for Eruption, maybe to balance out their economy. It's an interesting one here, and I believe a tactical timeout called by Eruption to try and deal with said finances. And Vision on the flip side, no such worries. They do have Starry on an MP9, but honestly, that could be the exact weapon needed for this job, to clear up a couple of eco players. Is Yeet sticking to the big guns. AWP in tow and Zeka. Shout out to them. 154 ADR early doors and 6 kills in just the 4 played out rounds.
So a small tech issue, but problem should be resolved shortly. On the flip side though, yeah, this is quite a rough situation here for Eruption. We had a force prior to this. And therefore, the money being in a very weird spot, the rest simply can't quite afford anything around that Galil, making the next round, a little bit of a rough one. Of course, they had a good start, but it looks like Lynn Vision here is going to be picking up that momentum, slowly starting to stack up their money.
Whilst we wait for these two teams to pick apart their tech issues. Oh, okay, no, I was going to make a pick and segue there. It appears we are back on track, as Eruption do go for the force buy in the end of it. They want to balance out their economy. I do respect the decision, but Shinobi using a CZ on the T side, that is not something I see massively often these days. I think one of the few players who does it still is Artist, playing for Viperio. Taz as well on occasion. It's a bold choice. Let's see if it works on out as Lynn Vision haven't gone for much of an information play just here, but they're about to get plenty on the back of Starry. Finds one on Dobu, continues the good fight. I like this. Discipline, falling back, picks up so much, and Yi will be there to help one out. Meaning Lynn Vision have themselves a 5v2 and are looking very strong in the 5th round of play.
That was so big, because actually it was Starry that was all by himself at the beginning of the round. He did so much there to delay getting that 1 kill, and then already was CTs present in order to trade. Sure, Fury, you can get a kill here, but at the end of the day, this is once more a very rough round, and Eruption deciding here to go for another force will leave them in just a completely dismantled economy.
Yeah, it's really solid stuff right now for the CT side. They've got everything in their favour, and Kulast, all they got is a deagle. Bit of Kevlar as well, something they might want to consider saving on to, but it's not going to happen. Hold on a minute, Amelia backs away, allows the rifle to be picked on up. A moment of panic there it seems, but not for much longer as he chimes on in. Kulast goes down, and Lynn Vision take back the lead. And look to continue as such. The next two at least. As Eruption try and manage their finances. They're going to have to bring Brandon in. They need themselves an accountant at this point.
Yeah, that decision in the last round, I'm not sure if that was really the call. I guess it does show that Eruption is confident that they're able to win, even with lesser weapons on board. I mean, they did a good job. The pistol certainly did a good chunk of damage, but at this point, you need rounds up on the table, or else, okay, well, maybe if Derby has a deagle in his hand, he can definitely show what he's worth, though on the flip side, Westmelon caught a army completely off guard. With that, it's only, well, it's traded for 4 against 4 right now. And Eruption taking a bit slower. But certainly Lynn Vision has ideas that will smoke once more quite deep. And look at how Westmelon is completely pushed up. He's sitting right behind that smoke, and if they are deciding to walk on through, oh boy, are they going to be met with a lot of firepower.
Yeah, Westmelon does actually end up backing away a little bit here, and that's probably for his own benefit. He goes with a Molotov. Yeah, I like how this is being played. Zeka at the top of B lane, looks to distract. Westmelon strikes, and it is actually going to be a bit messy there. Fury, 2-1 digs. This round is still a possibility, but the bomb is dropped. Time is ticking. And now there's a Molotov on the site itself. Fury can't fight his way out of this sandwich, at least not easily, as Amelia cuts him down. And that will be 4-2 for the likes of Lynn Vision. As it does get very dicey for a second, but Fury's best efforts are unfortunately not enough. As finally Eruption stand a better chance of fighting. With 5 guns in their back pockets. 5 AKs here. No AWP, not quite enough money to afford one. And Vision, though, with theirs, will look to put this round continually to bed. This is a swing round here. Eruption can win it. They're right back into this game, but if Lynn Vision take it, well, we'll discuss that in a moment as Amelia, perfect proactivity, massive double kill, and Starry chimes in with Westmelon for another, and Eruption have been smashed to pieces.
The immediate response was so good. So we immediately had a 2K. And it was actually Amelia that was so ready for the crunch to come on through. It's like Lynn Vision is completely prepared for any type of scenario that Eruption pulls out of the bag. And with this, it leaves Fury all by himself. He does have the bomb. But it's a very, very difficult task ahead. And must leave them very deflated. You know, now you have a full buy up on the board once more, but it's been taken away from you within just a matter of a couple of seconds. And now is the time to sort of think, you know, what is the plan going to be? Maybe call a timeout, because something is not quite clicking here.
Yeah, they just need to get themselves in better standing. Alright, the comms were completely off in that previous round. I feel like even if that double entry hadn't come through, they still would have lost the round because they're walking into Molotovs, they're blinding themselves. Eruption clearly a little flustered right now as they go for a hero AK buy. Do they pick up the pace? Well, they wait for the nade to pass them. Actually, they've expended a decent bit of CT util towards that B site there. But Zeka looks to expend even more as a peek does come through from Westmelon. The Westmelon from the east. Interesting name as the IGL falls back away. And as much as I've complimented proactivity, I do also like how Lynn Vision aren't overextending for a lot of these engagements. They got a little bit unlucky against Fury in the previous round, but Zaka and Westmelon ensure that nothing gets past them on top of B ramp. And yeah, it's looking pretty good for Lynn Vision here. That hero rifle likely not to get too much done.
There is a bit of intel. I think they heard the reload right up on the site, so they know a player should be close. But still, the numbers are not lying. Lynn Vision, oh, they should have the advantage. Not sure if Cooler spotted the gun barrel there. Does definitely spot the shoulder, but instead Westmelon actually manages to get that kill instead. Now Coolest also is gone. Yeah, this is a very nice, easy cleanup. And look at this, it's a clean round here as well. No casualties, and with this, the money can only continue to stack up. We have G already up on 12k, and AWP in his hands, doesn't even have to reinvest a single bit. So they are pretty much set here, and that CT side certainly is on a roll, whereas Eruption, now we're yet again another buy, is definitely... Well, the time is starting to tick to really show what you can do up in this T side.
Yeah, this needs to be the round that Eruption wake up. Not taking some heads from this Lynn Vision side, because their own economy's built up massively. Yi only dying once on the AWP, past 12k in their back pocket. Simply not good enough from Eruption so far, especially when this is their map pick and their playoffs lifeline is on the line. But Lynn Vision have just looked so well put together. There's a reason that they've won Challenger League 3 times in a row now. They are terminally in the forward position. As Eruption again seem a little stunted. We've not seen a fast play from them in a while. The last time they did pull it out, it was incredibly disjointed. But hopefully that doesn't deter them from completely giving them a go. As with the aim on these guys, they can definitely get one over the line with it. In the meantime, they keep a slow pace, drop a little bit of util here and there, but my main problem for them now is that they've basically run out and they've still yet to execute.
Time certainly will be of the essence as soon as those 30 seconds are going to be hitting. Certainly will know what's up. Right now, they are certainly guessing up on the right side. 3 CTs are already ready, and that was a bit of a self-flash there. Yami trying to flash himself in, yet blinds himself. Instead, we'll try and hold the flank maybe here, perhaps. But that smoke is still up. It's going to be fading, and look at this! The slaughter! Immediately, as soon as that smoke was gone, all of them walked straight into the hands of their enemies. And with this, Yami, what can you do? Absolutely nothing. Once more, Lynn Vision survived with all 5.
That is an incredible smoke and an even better crossfire behind him. That was an actual slaughter. You put it amazingly. Eruption, nothing they could have done there. They've gone from an active volcano very much to a dormant one now, as we just haven't seen anything from them. We cannot allow another gun round to slip by like that. 5-round lead now for the CT side. It's Eruption's map pick, for crying out loud. And things just couldn't be any worse for them. They barely won the pistol. They might have 0 rounds on the board right now with that not coming to fruition as Westmelon. Oh. My god, you don't normally see this ranking capacity from an IGL. Zaka through the smoke, another. As Fury, does he try for the plant? Oh, he gets caught on the reload, and it goes horribly wrong again for Eruption.
Oh man, yeah, of course that was a bit of an eco, couple of upgraded pistols and a few flashes here and there, but other than that, not much to work with. So we should be expecting a bit more to come out of Eruption in this round, but still, they're yet to call like a proper timeout to call themselves or calm themselves down to really come up with a proper strategy. Because right now, you know, they're trying to just push all out, all from the same choke point. Keep that in mind. And yeah, in this case, if you don't have a supportive flash, at least it's not going to be paying off. At least there's a trade here. Coolest will find Starry. So to keep the numbers even, but you ideally need a little bit more.
No.
Oh, Westmelon, he does it again with a double, and he can even escape. Oh no, they're all walking straight into his hands.
Why escape when you can go back for another frag? The IGL leads the charge 13-5. He's not had to do anything for the past 4 rounds because the Orcs just not had time to see anybody. Amelia chimes in, they've got a 3KD, 4KD on Zaka. I mean, I won't list the rest off. I mean, Yi technically has a 7, but Fury has managed to improve their own only slightly before Zaka brutally cuts them down. And, yeah, it is 9-2 to Lynn Vision right now, and I can't help but wonder how worse this is going to get for Eruption from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, and here was us thinking it was going to be quite a 50-50 type of map, but instead this D side is looking a little bit dire thus far. Maybe things can turn around once they switch sides, but ideally you want to have a little bit more than just 2 rounds, even if this is your weaker side.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Let's see.
But
Oh.
I don't think they're going to let them, if I'm honest, Lewis.
Well, there's a bit of a trade. Yami here at least gets started with that. Another rifle up on the table. They're actually going to maybe go fast into A. They have a very cheeky play. Yami pushed up into top middle, and if he can catch a player, that certainly will be good. Instead, though, Yi up on the side. Catches coolest. Oh, and Yami, the lurk that could have been coming into effect is taken out. And now, both of the teams are so split up. The bomb's still yet to be picked up. And with already Shinobi's position being compromised, it can maybe get tricky. But then again, you made it at least into a 2v2.
Now, originally, they didn't actually know B was clear. There's a really nice smoke thrown from CT to cut off presence on the top of B ramp, and that kept Fury from investigating. But Fury now realizes that yes, this site is indeed clear, but Westmelon is everywhere, omnipresent on this map, already with 15 frags. Cuts down another, I believe, in Dobu, leaving Fury in a 1 versus 2. But this is the most winnable position they found themselves in a very long time for Eruption. There is kits on both of these players, of course there is. They had nearly max money as they ebb their way slowly through a smoke. Fury could now Molotov the bomb. The smoke has been deployed, and hold on a minute, they heard the spam landing, but that is a perfectly positioned molly. There's no smoke to put the fire out, and with that Eruption finally win their first round as Yi goes down, and there's no time left for Westmelon.
Oh, Yi. You try to still stick it, hoping that the molly was going to be fading enough in time, but instead he actually died because of the fire, and therefore having to let go of that defuse. It was a very, very nice attempt. Because I think actually the CT side did have a smoke, but they were using it initially.
Yeah, they used it
up
on
yeah, exactly. So very rough moment, but then again, well played on the side of Eruption. The only problem being that there was very much to the wire, so you still can't quite build up a lot of cash. And ideally, you need to have consecutive rounds, otherwise you're going to be going back straight into square one. And look at this immediate aggression. Westmelon, as the IGL, certainly isn't playing around here today.
Yeah, when somebody sends you a fruit basket, it's normally a pretty nice gift, you know. It's thoughtful, especially around the summertime. But if someone hurls Westmelon at you, you better start running, because this man has been sensational on the server today. We talk about fragging IGLs, we look at the likes of Blame F back on Complexity. I mean, even Kickson right now over at the Major, but Westmelon, as we've already discussed, on this roster for about 6 years now. Absolutely bludgeoning his opponents to death, an unrelenting player, but that is now 2 entries for the likes of Eruption. And the first 2-man advantage they've netted themselves in quite some time, Shinobi another. Maybe now it's Lynn Vision collapsing a little bit here, and Yi might be next on the chopping block. Great jiggle there from Yami. Cool last to finish it off, and finally 4 on the board for Eruption, which is already a better score than I imagined them finding.
Yeah, this is really good. So now you have consecutive rounds up on the table, and you're definitely shaking up Lynn Vision a bit again. So this certainly should be a bit of a warning shot that they're still alive, they're still in it. And they can actually win rounds pretty convincingly here in that last case. Now let's see, because there's still money enough in the bank of Lynn Vision. Actually, maybe still enough for another buy after this, even if they were to lose. Oh, look at this though. Bit of a team flash action happening, and therefore Amelia immediately is out. You can see Story has to reposition. No one currently holding A. Maybe they're going to be walking straight on through. But definitely some adaptation needs to be happening. Oh, and instead they will push through. But they have a lurker coming into action. And with that, that's 2 kills already picked up for Eruption.
I think Lynn Vision have been a little bit too bold in these last couple of rounds. They got very, very overconfident with their early successes as Eruption. They just weren't fighting back. But that was a lot of the time off the back of passive plays. Patient plays from the CT side, but now they're rushing into things. But Starry, he's just found the bomb. That's huge. Does he know it yet? I don't think he does, but he takes up another head regardless. My God, Starry, calm down. He's looking for more, but the fight goes in the way of Dobu. Yi now adjusts himself into a 1 versus 1. As Fury has to try and make up for lost time, but still they've not seen the bomb. I'm convinced they've jumped past it so many times, but finally I think Yi might have spotted it. As Fury ebbs their way forward. Yeah, they have now. Angle being watched. Yi, though, misses the timing as Fury. By God, what a headshot. And this game keeps getting more and more exciting.
Oh boy, once again it went down to the wire, but in what a fashion. Fury, that headshot was just cold as ice. So they keep Lynn Vision stalling at 9, no double digits as yet. As they definitely get quite hungry for even more up on the table. Ideally you want to have 6 and prevent them from having double digits. Because actually a 9-6 half is pretty decent here on Ancient T side. But yeah, they will have to pull off a big fight once more. But they have shown in these last couple of rounds that they're certainly capable of doing that.
Yeah, Eruption looking more than capable right now of finding that initially elusive sync. But I'd honestly say they're the favourites coming into this round. Look at Starry. Unfortunately, not as nice imagery as it was previously. From starry skies to stars in their eyes. There's Eruption stealing the show away here. 4 rounds separate these 2 teams. Could soon well be 3. As Lynn Vision have sacrificed weaponry for utility. Are they going to start using it like they did in those opening 9 rounds? Or they default back to old habits and continue their stints of aggression against Eruption, which net them very little. Westmelon now, the man with the D, spotted out on the B site. Smokes don't come down. As, hold on a minute, Lynn Vision have taken a lot of map control towards mid and B, but have left A completely open.
Rotation would have to come on through. A bit of util being dropped. On the flip side though, Story immediately taken out. At least Amelia he can trade, and there's another player quite close on 13 HP, but a bit of backup. Actually, Yummy goes down. Almost a transfer up onto Shinobi. He's down to 6 HP, but Eruption still stands here in a 2v3.
Time is ticking. They've got to get a move on this Lynn Vision side. Westmelon deals with Shinobi. Last alive now is Coolast. Actually, they've just been smoked off towards A halls. They peek through the smoke. The scope gives them away. And without the scope of having only a 3-round difference, Fate... Wait, what?
Oh, no!
No way.
There's
what?
no way they want it like that.
No way. There's not enough time? Okay, we're going to have to throw to a break and think about what just happened, but Lynn Vision let that last one slip.
Alright, welcome back everybody here to Eruption versus Lynn Vision. At the moment, Lynn Vision is leading here. There's a bit of a margin, but honestly, Eruption towards the latter stages of that first half are certainly picking up momentum. And now let's see what they can do up on this pistol. Look at this, they're pushing for a middle, and so far, they're decapitating everyone.
Yeah, Starry last up to meet the guillotine, finds one, does not actually get Dobber. And with that, wow, what a stunner of a start from Eruption as they look to get more than back into their own map pick. We finished off the half with Lynn Vision throwing away a defuse. I have no idea what happened, that they were fumbling around. Someone picks up an AWP instead of sticking the bomb. I don't even know if they realised it was the last round. But yeah, coming into the start of this second half, Eruption, they've won both pistols here, and on a map like Ancient, that is a very important statistic.
Yeah, now just a couple of pistols up here for Lynn Vision. A tag here and there. But on the flip side, Watermetal certainly teched up even heavier as once again Eruption is starting to push things. Already here, they're meeting players. It's actually coolest for the kill over towards A as their teammates come and help out. Getting kill after kill, making it harder here for Lynn Vision to even get upon a bomb site, really. They're sort of starting to group up, trying to maybe solidify something towards A, but at the moment all of their heads are taken off even with a USP. That is disgusting.
That is a flawless round there from Eruption, as they look like a different team right now. I mean, they look like Lynn Vision just a couple of rounds ago. As there is now one round separating these two squads. Now, very quickly, Villas, have you ever played Omega Strikers?
I have not.
That's okay. I was going to ramble on about how Dobu is an adorable hamster in that game, and that's all I can think of whenever I say his name now. But yeah, Dobu, not quite putting up as good a defense yet as Dobu. He's also a goalkeeper, for extra context. It's a weird game, but it's good fun. This has also been a weird game, but very good fun. As there is now one round away from equalisation here. An Eruption chomping at the bit to get that one over. I like this. A fake smoke to try and feign presence outside of a main, but Westmelon, king of cave, goes in for a double. And as Fury and Dobu are felled, this two-man advantage should be ample. More than enough for them to take this B-bomb site as Westmelon, 23-11, finds a third and continues his reign of terror.
Oh, a bit of fire is going to make things even tougher here for Eruption. So far, this looks clean. As soon as that bomb will be planted, even more so. At least Yami will get one kill, but then it also reveals his position, so he might have to get away if he wants to actually save that rifle. The most valuable thing that they have got at the moment for Eruption. Ooh, a tag here and there. But it looks like they should be able to escape here.
It appears that Lynn Vision nabbed themselves a 10th, and yes, Yami and Shinobi can escape from the blast radius. They can't escape from the fact there is now a 2-round extension again, and a bit of momentum behind LVG here. As that bomb timer goes off. Yes. No more missed diffusers, that one was just a full save. But can Westmelon continue effectively hard carrying his team at this point? 128 ADR, 23 frags in 18 rounds. Whilst Yi hasn't even hit double digits yet. They were 7-1 at one point. That's 2 kills for 5 deaths. Not a massive improvement, and they won't be able to afford an AWP here either. It's the small details, but the small details really have been the difference maker. For so many of these rounds that Eruption have been able to claw back after what was a pretty abysmal start. Dobu now hunting. And what is going on at the bottom of mid there? That is a wild kill on Starry.
Already, definitely the tone has been set. Once again, Eruption doing a pretty good job of taking mid-control. Now Dobu looking to apply a bit of pressure up onto the B side. Still lurking about the entrance here, not wanting to make moves too fast. But looks like their plan is pretty solidified. They still want to see if they can make moves towards B. Ooh, that is a really good push. They work off of the flashbang, and with that, Fury taken out. So immediately there is an answer back. But of course, you still have to set foot upon a site.
I mean, you also still have to deal with Westmelon towards Cave. If he can find 3 in the previous round, he can certainly find 2 here. But like the 2-man setup, initially a crossfire, they've gone back into it. Shinobi and Dobu standing on top of each other. Might not actually have to deal with any aggression yet, as they've sent Zeka on a bit of a lurk towards the A-bomb site. Maybe they changed their minds here, but with 30 seconds to go, surely they have the pressure B. And I do think that's exactly what they're going to be doing. With 2 players so close in towards Cave, though, Westmelon falls to the first, and Amelia does actually remove the second, but Shinobi's position is so unpredictable. This smoke means effectively nothing. My goodness, Shinobi. Incredible proactivity, a gorgeous 2K, and that will be the round to Eruption.
So the gap certainly is getting a little bit smaller, but still Envision is in that lead. But we do have an Eruption that's putting the pressure right upon them. And as you can see, not that much money left in the bank here for Envision 2. So yeah, they can afford another buy. But is it going to be the round that they desire, or will that scoreline be all tied up?
Well, as the mollies rain down, oh, Starry absolutely brutalised again by that early mid-util, forced on back actually. But as he's stunted, it appears Envision are priming themselves for an A hit, and this is the perfect call. Smokes rain on down to cover off the likes of Donut and the likes of CT, and as they cross onto the bomb site, the pressure is applied. Yami, though, snakes his way through a smoke, but will go down to Amelia as it's another 5v4, but Envision, they're at the helm of it this time. Westmelon peering above the one-way, catches Fury, and the retake is stunted early on. Amelia gets a freebie onto Dobu, overextending for no reason. And this has to be a safe call here for Eruption, but already a very difficult save to muster. As he is flashed in towards Temple, they aren't going to go immediately, and that does allow for Kulas to find a frag. Only a Mac 10 loss though, but hold on a minute, now a risk of losing the round, except Zaka will put Shinobi to bed as Kulas is last alive in the 1v3. And this should now be a comfortable 11th for LBG. Kulas, my goodness, what a shot, but will go down and loses the AWP.
(11-9). At least that AWP picked up, transferred back over. And sure, it was a bit of a costly one, but at the end of the day, a win is a win, and Envision can slowly start to crawl back. And actually, for Eruption, it's looking quite dire. Not everyone can buy up, even if they wanted to, so therefore, they're choosing to eco this one out. As of course, you know, you have a little bit of space still to work with. The gap is not too big, and you're up on CT side. But of course, the timer will start to stick. Envision most likely will have it a 12th round here already. The pressure certainly is on, and keep in mind this is the map pick of Eruption as well.
Did you see the stickers on that Vulcan though? That just makes me sad. The Nico Golden stickers, the G2 emblem, knocked out 1-3 in the Legend stage. A terrible disparity. Starry just, clinging on to a bit of history there. And speaking of clinging on to history, FaZe are clinging on against Na'Vi right now. I know it's not this game. How can you not reference it in a round like this? It's just the pistols for Eruption. Envision had stomped them. Although, having said that, 2 kills do come through for the near fully unupgraded pistols, and Shinobi's just backed himself an AWP. He does get blinded as he walks up the ramp, but that's not going to deter him. There's Westmelon now in the danger zone. Shot rattles off. Shot does miss, though. But this was effectively a full eco turn 1v2, where Shinobi now has the AWP. This could be worryingly winnable, even with that Molotov in play. It actually bangs Shinobi. A weaponless foe is now Shinobi. It's dangerous. Oh, he's going to win it. That was an eco round.
Oh my god, the way he picked up the AWP and just continue to fight. That was absolutely insane. Eruption around they shouldn't have won at all. Lynn Vision have everything going their way, and now their economy is in trouble territory. So most likely, I mean, unless we have a reverse shenanigans, it's gonna be tied up here.
Yeah, I was talking about something else entirely there. I see the Pistols start to get a couple of frags. I get a bit concerned, and apparently rightly so. Because that was sensational. Not even the AWP to find the final kill, but the P250 spam lands a lucky headshot. And Westmelon's 27 kills starting to look less and less impressive up against that scoreline of Eruption. And the current buy, or lack thereof, for our orange side. Shinobi, he's mopping them up.
Oh wow.
Ace is stolen, but it's just a bit of a collapse from Lynn Vision here.
Yeah, of course, with the buy that was going into that one, not too ideal. Lynn Vision now. Let's see what they can do once they are up on a 4-buy once more. It certainly is going to be tricky. We thought Lynn Vision might have had this in the bag, but now on this T side they are certainly struggling. Of course, going into this they had 9 to begin with. Only able to scrap 2 rounds thus far. So, far from ideal, but the chances are not out of the question just yet.
Zaka banks another opener. Lynn Vision do at least cling on. Not to the lead, but to the tied-up scoreline as Cool-Ass big trade. Westmelon to fall. Top Fragger and IGL. Decimated where he stands. Again, playoffs already secured here for Lynn Vision, but an important matchup to determine seeding. As they took a heavy loss to Rare Atom as of late. But Eruption incurring heavier losses here. But actually, we're at even numbers right now. And Eruption, they're about to sandwich Lynn Vision onto this B bomb site. They don't know it yet. Shinobi, gorgeous frag onto Zeka. This Velas, this is a dangerous scenario. Bomb dropped and the round's over!
Man, it's like Eruption is starting to really get things going after having that confidence boost. You know, winning up on the Pistols, it's like they are coming alive. Lynn Vision in very much trouble. A couple of Pistols here and there, but Eruption can definitely start to walk away with the momentum. The most important thing here is that they are going to be winning these rounds clean in comparison to Lynn Vision. And if they do so, you know, the money is certainly going to be in a very good spot here to work with towards the latter stages of this second half. Look at this, already 2 kills for Dobu, 1 on the back of a grenade, and then Shinobi here trying to make some magic happen towards the middle. That's 1, spots short of the last player, so now all the information should be gathered up, and there is no way that you could be surviving. It's clean, just like we wanted to see, and Eruption certainly are slowly starting to march towards victory here on map 1.
It's been really hard to keep up with all of the action on this map so far. It has been all over the place and non-stop W keying. LVG 9-2 at one point, now sit 11-13 behind as Eruption on their own map pick start working miracles, although Dobu does actually knife his teammate and Yami leaving spawn, which suffers ever for little, not that it matters too much against the AKs, but hopefully that's just a slow start to the round, not the way in which they wish to continue. As LVG take a lot of mid-control here, but Zaka takes a lot more damage off the back of that B-lane nade.
Ooh, Dobu taken out. Immediately, they want to see if they maybe can get a response going. We do have Shinobi who's pushing through A, then a smoke there, just in case. And on the flip side, only Coolest holding B, and he is about to be met with a lot of trouble, even though push is coming on through. But Shinobi is a bit struggling, therefore a trade is immediate, keeping that player advantage here actually for that T site. The perfect moment for Lynn Vision to wake up, and now you have to finish it as well.
Yeah, Lynn Vision, can they seize this golden opportunity? As FaZe have just seized an overtime against Na'Vi, for those of you wanting to know. My goodness. Starry, though, edging his way forward. Zaka chimes on in 2. Util expended. Sight slowly but surely being given up as Yami goes for a gamble. Rotate. Westmelon cuts him off. One away from the 30 bomb. Fury ensures it won't be happening in this round, but Zaka ensures that the bomb site belongs to LVG. And Yi, gorgeous long range spray now, ensures that Lynn Vision do bag themselves that coveted 12 and are back within 1 round of equalising again.
Definitely a tense one here, this first map. We were thinking Eruption building up the momentum, maybe it's going to be enough to crawl to victory, but Lynn Vision certainly is not giving up. But plenty of cash still on the bank here for Eruption, so they can continue to buy, continue to live up.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that's a very uncanny miss shot. Lido at least recovers and still catches Dobu. That was a bit of a weird scenario over towards middle, but at the end of the day, even though mistakes were made, they do recover, keeping at least a player advantage, even though Yi is tagged. But with an AWP still into play, can maybe catch someone I've got for potential rotations, and those rotations are certainly already trying to come on through, even though there's a smoke. So much noise happening, tags through the smoke. Both Sorry and Yi now only dangling on about 30 HP together, and with that, Sorry actually taken out.
Yeah, great shot from Kulas, but panics as Amelia starts to push on over. Decides they don't want to take that fight head on, as instead a perfect pick towards Yi, holding from holes. Does miss the shot again on towards Amelia though, and this buys time and space for the LVG side. Yes, there's a man advantage, but the util's been played so perfectly in this post block that they can't quite push back yet. Westmelon, 30 bomb, Zaka, another Zaka, last alive in the 1v1, and they've done it! They've done enough! Kulas can't find them, and even a headshot to round things out! Zaka will go down to the bomb, but they do at least equalise in the process. This game just keeps on delivering.
Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely insane. It's gonna come down to the wire. Certainly, I mean, sure, this is not the major, but this match is definitely delivering.
I mean, it certainly is. We might have ourselves an overtime here as well. I'm in 2 minds right now. There is so much good Counter-Strike going on at once. As LVG don't have a lot on their minds. Thoughts racing about how they honestly could have ended this game already. They had such a sizable lead, but Eruption refused to go down without putting up a goddamn fight. Even with Westmelon's 30 bomb, Lynn Vision just haven't had enough back support to really push over the line here. Zaka starting to sharpen an amazing capacity, but actually, we're talking about carry. Shinobi also has 29 kills. I've been so focused on the shock of an IGL carrying to that degree that I've overlooked Shinobi in his entirety. So shout out there as well for keeping the dream alive, but Dobu and Yami really need to pick the pace up here.
And immediately you can see how much more passive they've become towards middle. Then Vision instead trying to group up 4 people down in A holes. I do have Westmelon trying to create maybe a bit of confusion over towards this B site. You can see it does falls out. Another smoke and another flash. And at the same time, now this A hit is going to be coming out. There is a one player here. It is Kulas, stuck behind the smoke. Nothing he can do. Has to just give it up. And then hope that this retake is going to be working out here for Eruption.
We had ourselves a unicorn up until that point. Fury a double, Yi and Zaka double up themselves. A nice response as Eruption are clean on again. Molotov will force Zaka out of position, but instead of swinging left, they go back then left. Giving up the false sense of security to the AWP that resulted in their demise. And hold on a minute, where's this come from? Lynn Vision Gaming sees back the lead, stand 14-13, and do it with 3 left alive, so their economy's in a perfect place to continue this streak. And Eruption, they are forced effectively to eco.
Man, Eruption at such a good comeback, and now Lynn Vision within touching distance here of potentially a victory, at least map point. can these Deagles be good enough against the rifles? If maybe a shot or two are going to be hitting, maybe they can pick up rifles. But it needs to be coming their way. Trying to peek into middle and actually into B here as well. And that will send Dobu straight to his grave.
Tense situation here. Eruption. Man disadvantage. Weaponry disadvantage. Staring down the barrel of an LVG victory here. One away from a match point for them. As Util soars on over to B. Coolast and Fury lapping up damage from it. Flash flies through. As LVG don't. They're not going to go for this. Instead, they adjust themselves towards middle. They've got the information from Amelia that the site is clear, but unfortunately, they're going to have to clear out a crossfire here. It is just dastardly Deagles, but still dangerous nonetheless as Westman and falls Zaka. Will they be next to the chopping block? No, they adjust. Starry finds another. And this is a perfect adjustment, but hold on a minute, Kulot, so much damage! So much damage for no kill reward, very unfortunate. But Yi on 2 HP survives, keeps the AWP on over. And now 2 opportunities for the Tigers to close.
Oh boy. It certainly is tense. Maybe Eruption can still pull on through. There's a full buy up on the table for them. No up though. So maybe that is where the small difference lies. But we all know how impactful AWPs can be though. And immediately Lynn Vision smoke off into middle. But look at this Eruption. They are gonna go straight into things. Definitely don't want to be shying out of this middle aggression. Still going for it now, smoking deep. And with this, at least that part of the map is in their hands.
Yeah, that was a stunner of a kill from Yearly Doors, standing in fire and flames on top of Starry. As Starry actually goes back for one of their own. Shinobi goes down. No trade just yet, and instead Kulast eats up further damage. Dobu could grab that Molotov. That could be used to delay a bit of a further push from LVG here as Fury waltzes back onto the A-bomb site, but look how thinly spread Eruption are right here. Not least Kulast's health, but their ability to only cover a single bomb site, but they do gamble correctly.
Picking up every bit they need. Certainly the win conditions are up on the table. They're trying to pull the best out of the bag. The smokes are lining up and just a hit is about to come through. Flashes out. And there we go. Who's going to be winning this battle out? Dobu falls and immediately Fury as well as only Kulast on the back of the side. Goes unnoticed for the time being. But my god, the trades are off of this world and Lynn Vision. They conquer and come in victory here on map number